Hi, Beck Mack here, and I'm cuddling in the gardens with Sam Cranstoun and Bella Ford. And we're not just having a cuddle, this is the launch of Botanica here in the Botanical Gardens in Brisbane. How are you, Sam?
Very well. How are you going?
And Bella, how are you?
Fantastic.
Now, we are in the gardens. We've just seen some incredible lights that talk to history, that talk to First Nations culture, talks to the land, talks to the garden, and talks to the city of Brisbane. But nothing more talks to me right now than this incredible work by Sam. Tell us how you brought it all together, Bella.
Botanica is it's an initiative of council, and it's presented and produced by Museum of Brisbane. But all of the works here are new. They're by artists from all over Australia, and they're all invited to respond to the place. And Sam has done that beautifully. This Botanica is really a place where you can talk about digital worlds, built worlds, and the natural world all together. And I think this is a really beautiful example of that.
Now, Sam, you were just saying that you visualised this before what happened in February, but it is such a work at the moment. Was it just a no-brainer to go straight to this piece, or how did it evolve?
It was. It was. I kind of came to the gardens a bit when I knew I wanted to put something forward, and then this work really kind of came to me very quickly, very sort of suddenly. I've always been interested in architecture and how architecture is occupied by human beings, how it responds to nature, how humans occupy the two kind of natural and built environments. And this just kind of felt really, really right and timely. And then it just kind of the fact that it coincided with these extreme weather events, just was pure coincidence, but spoke to just how timely and how kind of right it was.
Absolutely. And Bella, this exhibition Botanica allows us to experience this natural environment in a completely different way and reflect on the city we come from or that we inhabit. What surprises you about bringing this work together in this space?
What I love is that it's a space that people rarely come to at night, and it's a really magical place to discover, and particularly with things like this around every corner. It's a lovely place for families and everyone to come down to, and it's something that we don't perhaps spend as much time in as we should. And I think as you're in this natural place but with this urban environment, it's a lovely place to celebrate our green space and the things about Brisbane that we really hold dear. Yeah.
Absolutely. And Sam, your work often reflects on history, architecture, culture. This is quite a dystopian piece. What do you see as the role as an artist sometimes not to just consider the past but to really make a statement about where we are now? Is that sort of where you feel you are with this work?
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of thought about that a lot and what that role is and what it should entail. And for me, one of the things that I've kind of come to recently and thought about more and more is the idea of presenting a formal experience, a sort of, in this case, a sculptural experience, and not separating that experience from historical context, but kind of presenting it almost with an open hand. It's something that you can take both sides from or experience both sides. You can respond to the scale of this sculpture, you can respond to the physicality of it, the formal properties of it, the light, but you can also then bring to it, your understanding of Brisbane history, Brisbane architecture, the industrial advances that came in the 19th and 20th centuries, and so it's really as much about what I bring to it as what the viewer brings to it.
Absolutely. And I can hear the toads and the frogs and all the birds. They are just inhabiting the space and sort of interacting with it, which is quite beautiful in so many ways. And Bella, I came last year and it was like millions of people. I've never imagined Brisbane could be so excited about public art. Do you think we're in a new place as a city if we can engage with public works in such a on such a mass level?
I think so. I think there was absolute huge enthusiasm, and I think it was the nature of the year that we had, obviously, that people coming out of the restrictions that we had, but also I think there was this enthusiasm from artists as well to really bring things that connect and bring people out, and it was a really joyous event last year, and I hope the same this year.
Yeah, definitely. And finally, Sam, you made a call out. Now you really know who your friends are, don't you? Because did you make a call out for people to come and help you go into the swamp and put this piece of work in there?
I did, and a lot of friends, but mostly family, helped out. My dad, who's somewhere here tonight, he came along as well, and I think I was saying to a few people, I thought I was being generous by offering everyone else the waders, and I'd just go in kind of my wetsuit. But turns out the waders were actually a poisoned chalice because they'd fill up with water, and you'd carry the swamp water around with you. So it wasn't as generous as I thought. But yes, I know who my friends are now.
Really do, and good on them for helping out. But that's what it's all about, is coming together and making incredible pieces that the rest of the world can celebrate. So congratulations, both of you. Brisbane people, get down. It opens tonight and it's on for 10 days here in the beautiful Botanical Gardens at night. What an experience. So thank you.